Qualifier, goes without saying. We're on with VW Sportsman, Sylvia Purcell and Phil Jones. Your first pair. So I'm joined up here by Colin.
Surprised you recognised me.
I nearly walked. I was going to say I nearly walked past you. I nearly walked through you. Didn't know about anything else.
Oh, dear.
A mere slip of a man these days.
Still a way to go.
Phil Jones, 1465. 62, too quick, and 59 with the 5. Yep, Sylvia Purcell grabs the number 1 spot for now. So, just because you're not on duty this week.
No. So, yeah, this weekend, which is good news for me because that allows me not to sit down all day, but it allows me to walk around the site, go in the lanes, push some cars around, and just get in everybody's way. But it's yeah. So the step count's quite important this weekend. I've got 1 week to go.
So Colin the Pusher Theobald.
That's it. Yeah,
the Pusher, not the Punisher. The Pusher. Danny Bean and Lorraine Large on the start line now. 14.15 and 15.55. At 14.15, Danny's Lupo is not slow.
Ooh, definitely not slow.
All. Too quick, 13.99. And breakout both sides of the racetrack. Lorraine as well.
Oh dear. What was that all about? That car is so inconsistent. But it makes it, oh dear.
Yeah, it's bound to be the car.
Oh dear.
Right.
I always have a debrief with the large fan, Lorraine. After each sort of time, they go out on track. I don't know what's going on. It's great fun though. I love their approach to
It seems to be an ongoing theme, I think, with most races. Jerry Sadler, 15.90. Slick Tricks Lane, 15 flat for the diesel Seat of Reese Taylor. 50.54 and 63. Breakout, too quick, too slow, effectively.
Yeah, Trevor's going to go back to the pits again. Why did it do that? And then they'll change the dial and then it'll go back to where it was before.
Where it was before, yeah. Just do what you think it won't.
Yeah,
there we go. Polly Judge. Down on the start line in the Audi TT in the Kestrel Lane, taking on her very, very good buddy, sparring partner, race mate John Crawford. Who politely gives the lady a very big head start.
I thought he was going to go and tap on the roof then.
Yeah.
Go on,
As if to say, come on, let's go. Let's go.
We know he listens as well, so.
41 with an 8 for Polly. That will be number 1 qualifier. Bang on the money. Congratulations, Rob.
Yeah.
And John Crawford with a 15.74. Where did that get him? Number 3 for now. I like the hashtag on the back of there. Haribo Cup. I guess that's what they're racing for, is it?
Could be, yeah.
Paul Robinson and Tom Circuits. So yeah, raising money for
Pancreatic Cancer UK,
UK.
In memory of our dearly beloved and sadly departed Hayley Hadfield. But yeah, 4 stone, 4 months, £4 grand.
Nice.
And the funds are getting there.
I can do that, but I'd have to put it on.
Yeah, that's right. Put it this way, the funds are getting there, the time's running out, and I need to lose more weight. But yeah, £7 to go in a week. It's a breeze, isn't it? We'll see how it goes. Might have to extend it by a day or two.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I'm pretty happy where it's gone.
Well, it's doing you good and a lot of other people good as well.
It is, yeah.
So, Paul Robinson, 14.71 goes 8-1, 10th of a second off. Tom, 18.51, number 39, number 4, and number 3. Okay, Reese Finney. Reese is in the Kestrel lane. Check that out. We'll get to it. We'll save it for next weekend. Yeah, Reese Finney with the Lupo. Lupos abound in VW racing. Kestrel side the racetrack, 17.15. And Steve Metcalf. $16.30 for Steve. 45 and 17 flat. Breakout for Reese. Steve Metcalf goes to number 5. Okay, Karen Waterhouse, Kestrel Lane, and Nigel Gregson. Who goes too soon? $13.49 breakout for Nigel by nearly half a second, I should say. Breakout on the other side of the racetrack, 2.
Yeah.
So, Caitlin Wilson. So, Caitlin Wilson, 17.10. Very good morning to the whole Wilson family. Most of them are down there on the start line. Against Nigel Gregg. With the Audi A6. This is about what your Audi would run, Colin, do you think?
Which car?
The A6, or have you got an A5? Is it an A5?
No, mine would be... No, he's got 3 litre, I'm only a 2 litre, so...
15.61 for Caitlin, number 7, with a 17.36.
Nah, he's a bit quicker than mine.
Bit quicker than yours?
Yeah.
Oh, fair enough. Okay, Andy Bambrick, still in VW Sportsman, VW Pro, not far away at all. Against Martin Ayton. So Andrew Bambrick will get there first with a 13.41. That takes him to number 7. Martin Ayton with a 98 on a 15 flat, number 11. Yeah, a couple more cars. I think we're into VW Pro. So Jordan Clark with the Luminous Golf, or the Luma Golf if you prefer, and Noel Soso in the other lane. 14.06, nice looking run for Jordan. Number 9 spots, and Noel 13 with a around about a second and a half off. That is a way off. Okay, it's Hazel Carter. You may have seen Rob's Passat that runs in Street Eliminator. I don't know whether Rob's here this weekend, is he? Can't remember. I know he was a couple of weeks ago at the Sportsman Nats.
Yeah, he did street weekend.
Oh, he did as well, yeah?
Third overall.
Wow.
Real good time.
Should have dialed 16 flat. 16 flat for Hazel. That will be the number 13 spot. I think that's it for Sportsman. We move on to... I was just going to check who was number 1, but Kieran's on the keys, so no chance of that. Oh, Polly, beg your pardon. Oh, goodness, I'm so glad you reminded me of that. Up first, we've got Ed Keach and Jacob Bailey. Good to see Jacob back. I'm not entirely sure we've even seen him this year, have we?
He did... He's done one event, the last one I think. He did the Sportsman Nationals. But the car was not where it used to be, so to speak, because obviously Jacob would get it down into the 9s. But he's still out there racing, which is the main thing.
So Jacob dials 10.50, 11.95 for Ed Keach. Good to see Ed back racing after all the abuse he gets from Luke. I'm surprised he turns up. So Jacob goes 11.18, 12.09 for Ed. Well, at least for a moment, Ed, you can say no to Luke because you're number 1 qualifier. At the moment. Okay, Graham Fairhead with the Misfit in the Kestrel Lane, 10.50 and a 12 flat for Jake Fronda. I just wonder whether that car's legal for Gasser Circus. Because it looks for all the world like it should be. In the meantime, Graham, 10.83. Well, whatever the problem was for Jake Fronda, tried to make the run, but couldn't quite make it. So, a new car to me. I think he was licensing yesterday in this. This is James Gould.
Oh yeah, the VW powered altered.
It's a very cool looking. Well, when you say altered, it's actually just a chassis.
It
really.
is, yeah.
There isn't actually. I don't think there's even an altered body on there. It's an altered shape and style, and obviously in its former life, at some point, it was an altered. It still is an altered, technically. Morning. Wonder why the sun went in. Anyway, so James yesterday getting acquainted with his car. It must be really, really weird after years of driving a door car to be sat out there in the breeze. Not hanging about at all. 10.32, 129 miles an hour. Definitely something to work with. It's a good way to go bracket racing as well. Got better vision. Okay, Chris Waterhouse and Ian Dale. Chris Waterhouse with the absolutely mental Audi A, or S3, I beg your pardon, in the Kestrel Lane. 9.55, would you believe, is his dial-in. And long gone. 9.99, 144 is in the 9s. And 12.87 for Ian Dale. Okay, Abby Tether and Danielle Copin. Oh, Copin, I hope I said that right. Sorry, Danielle. Danielle is in that absolutely mean-as looking Golf in the Slick Tricks lane. And Abby with an equally mean-looking Golf in the Kestrel lane. Well, Daniel's going to get there first with a 12.05 with a 2. That will be your number 1 qualifier. Number 2, though, Abby Tether. 12.96 on an 82. So both of those two side by side to number 1 and 2. And a big congratulations to Danielle. Well done. On the money, that was. Okay, the one and only James Hodgson in the Gulf in the Kestrel Lane. 10.90 for James against John Brewster. John Brewster actually does dial a 10.48. He's out in front. 10.75 and a 62. John Brewster goes to number 4. James Hodgson, 10 currently. How cool is it to see this car back out around again? Sam Young with the one and only Black Currant Beetle. All electric. You think all those supercars are cool, all those electric cars that major manufacturers build are cool. You haven't seen this car yet. A couple of guys from just up the road in Hungerford. What they managed to build in their spare time between the pair of them is absolutely amazing. Really nice looking run as well. Wow. 9.65 at 135. They look very happy with that indeed. Okay, VW Sportsman. Just to completely kill the mood. Round of applause for both the Pfeiffer team and the Aussie Outlaw team and the Banshee team as well. 13.35, 51 for Andrew Babrick, and Jerry Sadler goes up to number 3 with a 15.69. Well done, sir. I also think that's the first time John Willard has ever run against another 6-second Anglia too. I'm pretty sure that is. So, historic moments all round, and we're going to do a lot more of them hopefully over the next couple of weeks, or couple of weekends anyway. So, Paul Robinson and Tom Circuit, your next pair. $14.91 for Paul. Yeah, that's up to number 3, Tom Circuit. No improvement, stays at number 6 with a breakout. Hazel Carter and Danny Bean. Okay, so Danny's number 18 at the moment. Hazel is 14. 14.03. Up to number 7. Hazel up to number 12 with a 32 on a 15 flat. So John Crawford. 15.70 with the Gulf in the Kestrel Lane against Reese Finney. 15.48 for John Crawford, break out. Reese moves up to number 15 now with a 78. 17.78, I beg your pardon. Okay, Martin Aiton with another one of those little cars. This time round, it's a Polo taking on your current number 1 qualifier, Polly Judge. Brake lights coming in the top end, 16.44 and a 16.79. Obviously, Polly stays number 1, but that was a little bit further off. Okay, Steve Metcalf again. It's Caitlin Wilson this time round. 8 and 10 at the moment. $16.57, $17.34. Caitlin goes to number 2 with that one. Well done to the Wilson gang. Nigel Gregson and Noel So-So. I hope I'm saying that right now. I'm pretty sure I'm saying Noel right. That's a good start. So Noel is number 17, Nigel 21. See what changes at the end of this, shall we? Yeah, up to number 14 and 11 for Nigel Gregson, 13.73. Improvements on both lanes. So Lorraine Large with the Nurse. Beautifully turned out Beetle in the Kestrel lane. Against Sylvia Purcell. So Sylvia and Lorraine this time. 16.23, no help for the... Well, actually, she moves up 2 spots to number 19 with that, would you believe, Steve? 16.23 on a 15-second dial. So, yeah, Nigel Gregg with the Audi. Although they're both Audis, obviously. He's in the Kestrel lane. Karen Waterhouse with the TT in the Slick Tricks lane. Could I make an announcement once again, please? If you're owner of a blue pickup, HUI 4664, it needs to be moved immediately. Actually, it needed to be moved 10 minutes ago when we first said it. But a blue pickup, HUI 4664, round behind the tower, if you could move it as soon as possible, please. Karen Waterhouse up to number 16 with that one. And no help in the other lane, I'm afraid. So, Phil Jones, Reese Taylor. Phil gets there first and moves up to number 15, actually. 14.98. Jordan Clark on his own this time. Last car in VW Sportsman before we move into VW Pro. $14.07 as we move on to VW Pro. your current number 1 qualifier as well. After session number 1, Danielle Coppin. With your rather wicked looking Venom Golf in the Kestrel Lane against Graham Fairhead. Graham was number 1 in the championship last year. So Danielle dials the same number she did before, actually, 12.05. Earlier on today, she went 12.05 with a 2. What could she do this time round? Can Graham Fairhead? There's not a lot of room in there if someone wants to take the number 1 spot. Graham's not going to do it. And Danielle goes 12.36 that time. So they both stay 5 and 1. Actually, that was close. Jake nearly rolled all the way through stage. Well, I think he's backed out of it. Ed Keach goes through the 12.40. He's going to stay number 3. Jake is actually going to get a number on the board this time, though. So he's going to trickle through at the number 11 spot. Okay, 2 very different versions of kind of the same car. Kind of. John Brewster, who was number 4 from earlier, 10.48 with the unfinished business Beetle. Gorgeously turned out, as is probably show quality. Sam Young with the Blackcurrant Beetle. Okay, the very briefest delays while they retrieve Jake off the top end. So Sam Young and John Brewster. Sam Young with a 9.30 dial in this time. Nice looking run. The electric Beetle. 9.57, 134 and 10.46, 124 breakout for Jack. Sam Young actually moves up to number 4 with that one. So the strip burner of Ian Dale, currently number 9 against James Hodgson with the golf. Mr. Hodgson is number 11. $11.07 for James. That's going to move him up to number 2. No help for Ian Dale with a 12.63 and a 12.20. Chris Waterhouse with the Audi, taking on Jacob Bailey. That really is indecently quick, that Audi. 9.81 at 1.44 for Chris Waterhouse. 11.87 for Jacob. Chris Waterhouse actually moves up to number 5 with that one. So this is James Gould, the Team Militia. Altered. Cool looking kind of car. Different way of going about it. He's also currently the number 9 qualifier. Went 10.32 earlier on today. Okay, VW Sportsman. Caitlin Wilson, I think. It is indeed Caitlin. In the Family Beetle. In the Kestrel Lane. 1732 and a 1555. For Nigel Gregg. So a 82 and a 1715. They stayed 2 and 6. Okay, Andrew Bambrick and Jerry Sadler. $13.52. Nice run by Andrew. Will get him the number 2 spot. Jerry Sadler breaks out, goes that little bit too quick. Gets bumped down by the guy in the other lane. Okay, Danny Bean and Phil Jones. Your next pair. Sorry, I can't see a thing. Good idea, then. Don't look. $14.41 breakout and 44. No improvement for Danny Bean. Any other lane either. Okay. Thomas Circuit in the Kestrel lane. Taking on Nigel Gregson. $13.50 goes, 46 too quick for Nigel. Thomas, no improvement for him, unfortunately, with an 18.48. Lorraine Large, the nurse, will the car behave itself? Will the driver behave itself? But they both do it at the same time. Both at the same time. There we go. Now, don't cross your fingers. Just close your eyes, wander off, and it will go perfectly. There we go. 15.25 for Lorraine Large. In the Slick Tricks lane, 16.90 for Reese Finney. Well, great start by Lorraine by red lighting. That means everything else will go perfect. $15.51. Well, right side, and does actually improve, though, to number 14. But Reese Finney goes to number 2 in the other lane with a 16.91. Well done, Reese. Okay, Polly Judge. I'm a bit distraught. Jason's had to cover up his fantastic shirt. Up against Steve Metcalf. Polly is still your number 1 qualifier. $46 and $28. They both go too quick. So Martin Ayton and Reese Taylor. Reese Taylor is in the Kestrel lane. Martin is actually long gone in the Slick Tricks lane. To a 15.74. That's not going to help, and I think Reese is going to take a lot longer than 15.30. He does indeed. Check it out. We've got dive-bombing seagulls on the racetrack as well. Brave. Okay, Hazel Carter with Patricia, the Passat. Paul Robinson goes red. Doesn't matter, obviously. It's qualifying. $14.77 too quick. $15.27 up to 9 for Hazel Carter. Well done. Gets it right on the last run. So Noel So-So and Jordan Clark. Almost identical dial-ins, only 100th between them. $13.77 too quick. And Noel actually moves up to number 10 with that 14.11. Okay, Karen Waterhouse with the Audi TT in the Kestrel lane against the one and only Mr. John Crawford. With a 006 light for Mr. Crawford as well. Well judged, sir. $15.48 and $14.78. John Crawford actually does move up to number 13 with that one. Karen Waterhouse stays at 20. Okay, Sylvia Purcell. $15.55 goes. $15.61 from number 5 to number 4. Very well done indeed. Okay, we move on to VW Pro. Ed Keach, number 4 at the moment. Last chance to improve. $11.99 in the Kestrel lane. $12.50 for Ian Dale. $12.41 too quick and 14 flat for Ed Keach. Nowhere near on that run, unfortunately. Okay, Jacob Bailey in the Slick Tricks lane against Graham Fairhead. Graham Fairhead 10.90, 10.50 for the one and only Jacob. 12 cars in the class this weekend. These two are number 8 and 11. Plenty of space to move up. $11.05 for Graham Fairhead. He does indeed move up to the number 5 spot. That'll work. Jacob, though, with an $11.85, he stays put at number 11. Okay, I think these two paired up last time as well. John Brewster with the Beetle in the Slick Tricks lane. Up against the one and only Black Currant Beetle. All electric. And all pretty awesome as well. That's Sam Young in the Kestrel lane. Well, Sam Young is long gone. Will it be an 890? 924, 134. Nicely done. 1069. They both say 7 and 8, actually. Okay, James Hodson against your number 1 qualifier still. Danielle Coppin. With the Golf R in the Slick Tricks lane. 12.05 for Danielle. 11.04 for James Hodson. $11.14 and a 12.47. Both stay number 3 and 1. No improvement or change. Okay, last couple of pairs for VW Pro. Chris Waldhouse with the 4-wheel drive Audi against Abby Tether. Good looking run for Chris Waldhouse. Anytime that car gets off the line well. Will it be a 9.7? It is a 9.79. Goes up to the number 4 spot with that one. Well done, fellas. 12.90 for Abby Teller. Still a great run in the other lane. So, Jake Fronder with the Golf Gasser or the Gasser Golf, whichever you prefer. $15.19, he stays at number 12.